Did Ferrari just pull the rug from under Mercedes and Red Bull with a secret evolution of the SF25? Well, buckle up, because what started as whispers in the paddock is now turning into serious noise. Ferrari's fresh tweaks for Imola might just shake up the entire grid. After a frustrating weekend in Miami, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc have been pleading for answers. Now, with Fred Vasseur downplaying expectations and critics suggesting the car's potential, Ferrari's back is against the wall. But the real kicker? They've been quietly testing a redesigned floor and airflow system that could change everything. Is this the turnaround Hamilton's been waiting for, or just more smoke and mirrors? Let's break it all down. Floor upgrade for maximum downforce. Ferrari is taking a big gamble with their floor design, redesigning it from scratch to make sure it produces consistent downforce even when the car is not clinging to the tarmac like a limpet. One of the major problems the SF25 experienced recently, particularly for Hamilton in China, was its ride height sensitivity. Ferrari engineers found the car loses a great deal of downforce when the plank is not near the ground, so even minor bumps or track irregularities upset the balance. This new floor is not a patch. It's an evolution that's intended to preserve performance regardless of ride height variations. They've introduced new flow structures under the car that produce a vortex tunnel effect, routing air more consistently regardless of pitch or roll of the chassis. The objective? Make the SF25 less temperamental and more aggro-ready to take on the challenging corners of Imola without suffocating under its own setup. It's a risky bet, but one Ferrari simply must get right if they're to reverse this season: rear bodywork aerodynamic tweaks. In tandem with the floor changes, Ferrari's also modifying the rear bodywork to enhance outgoing airflow. And it's way more than a cosmetic change. The rear section of an F1 car isn't just for show. It's like the exhaust pipe of a jet engine, controlling how cleanly the air exits and how it interacts with the rear wing and diffuser. The revised rear bodywork now features precision cutouts and smoother surface transitions to minimize turbulent wake and enable a more laminar flow through the rear. In simple terms, this improvement is designed to improve rear grip and minimize drag without a loss in corner speed. For a circuit like Imola, where stability in a car through high-speed chicanes can be the difference between finishing first and fifth, this would provide Ferrari with the advantage they have lacked. It's similar to having a tailwind at the perfect moment. It assists in propelling the car forward when it is needed most. Brake drum innovation adopted from McLaren. Here's something spicy. Ferrari's new brake drums are taking a page straight out of McLaren's innovation playbook. Instead of sticking with their traditional thermal figure design, the Italian team has opted for a more airflow-conscious layout inspired by McLaren's advanced brake cooling systems. The new drums don't just cool the brakes, they act as aerodynamic tools, guiding airflow outward and downward toward critical areas near the floor and rear suspension. This helps smoothen underbody airflow, which directly enhances floor efficiency and contributes to better tire wear, something Hamilton has been very vocal about. It's a subtle upgrade that might not grab headlines, but can be a game changer in tire degradation and mid-race consistency. And let's be honest, if you're learning from someone, McLaren's recent pace surge makes them the perfect mentor in this department. Updated front wing to match new rules, with the FIA clamping down on flex wings from next season in Spain. Ferrari being ahead of the curve with their preemptive redesign of the front wing that surfaces at Imola. Why would this be an issue? This is because the flex wings have served as the team's secret to success for organizations such as Red Bull, whereby they have cut drag on straightaways while leveraging maximum downforce in corners. Ferrari's new wing doesn't just comply with the upcoming regulations, it's designed to work with the new floor. Without simultaneous development, a new floor and old wing can actually fight each other aerodynamically, causing instability. By upgrading both together, Ferrari is ensuring airflow management under the car is cohesive and efficient. The new front wing features restructured flaps and a stronger main plane, using stiffer but lighter composite materials to retain form under pressure. It's Ferrari saying, we're not waiting to be penalized, we're building for the future, starting now. Ride height sensitivity fix attempted. The SF25's ride height sensitivity has been one of its biggest Achilles heels. One race it's flying, the next it's dragging its plank through the track like a broken sled. To fix this, Ferrari's suspension and aerodynamic departments have been working overtime to decouple performance from the car's altitude. Their new setup allows for slightly higher ride heights without sacrificing underforce suction, made possible by reshaped Venturi tunnels and an adaptive rear suspension package. If they manage it, what it will mean is that the car will drive more evenly across a variety of tracks, particularly street circuits or rough ones like Monaco or Singapore. It's about providing Hamilton and Leclerc with a car that feels reliable so they can cease babysitting their car and simply drive flat out. Predictability in F1 isn't dull, it's lethally efficient. Fred Vasseur's cautious optimism. Fred Vasseur has set one thing in stone. He's not selling fantasies, he's selling equilibrium. In a world of sport, where promotion usually takes the lead, Vasseur is playing with his feet firmly on the ground, deflating expectations in Imola, but dangling bigger overhauls at Barcelona. He knows everyone, from supporters to analysts, wants to see development, but his game is about building for the long run, not indulging in instant fame. It's not merely about growth, he had stated in Miami. It's about finding the best compromise with this car. That might sound underwhelming, but consider this. Building the SF25 into a title contender isn't about throwing random upgrades at the car. It's about surgical precision. And with the technical leadership of Loic Serra now fully embedded, Ferrari's upgrade pathway is no longer erratic, it's structured and strategic. Split strategy from Red Bull and Ferrari. While Red Bull has been gradually introducing updates since Bahrain, Ferrari's betting big on Europe, and that means Imola is a test bed for their ultimate evolution. Red Bull's philosophy has been slow, calculated releases that don't disrupt the car's balance, while Ferrari is taking a more stacked approach, saving multiple upgrades and deploying them in sync for maximal effect. The downside? If one part doesn't work, the whole chain could falter. The bonus? If it works, Ferrari might jump to the front of the pack overnight. Imola is the battleground, and Hamilton, in urgent need of a car that can finally keep pace with his instincts, knows this is a limited opportunity to get it right before Monaco's cramped spaces make development evaluations more complicated. So, will these improvements at last release the SF25's much-hyped potential? Or will it be more of the same broken promises and paddock discontent? One thing's for sure, Ferrari's got the tools, the brains, and the motivation to make Imola a turning point, but in F1, nothing is guaranteed. As fans were watching the chessboard shift in real time, and with Hamilton's patience running thin and Leclerc hungry for results, the next few races will be nothing short of explosive. If you're as passionate about Imola as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a post from the world of Formula One. Leave a comment below. Do you think Ferrari's upgrades will pay off, or is it all smoke and mirrors once more? And stay tuned, because next up, we're breaking down the top-secret Red Bull floor design that's giving Adrian Newey nightmares.